Hey you guys, it's your girl Symone and welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today is another story time. And y'all, I've been wanting to tell this story for a cool minute. I'm like, let me tell y'all. And somebody DM'd me too and was like, can you tell this story? And I'm like, yes, because this one is funny. But anyway, y'all already know. I'm trying to lift up because I don't want you two to be like, girl, why was you naked? And be like, anyway, but before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give your girl a thumbs up, and comment down below because we're almost to 100K, y'all. We're almost to 100. So yeah, and don't forget to follow me on all my social medias down below. Instagram at Vivalayoshii, TikTok and Twitter at LifeWithSymone. So let's get into this story. So this is about the time I met Fire, y'all. This is how I met him. The way I met him was crazy. We're gonna talk about how I met him first, and then another story time is gonna be when we dealt with each other, because Lord, that's when I was a fool. Anyway, but let's get into it. So one day, me and my sister, my sister, she didn't live out here at the time. So one day she came out here, whatever. And for some reason, we used to go to the Slauson a lot. I don't know why, but we will always be at the Slauson. So we went to the Slauson or whatever. And we walking around, like we had went and we bought some stuff. We would go buy stuff. It's not like we would just really just be walking around. But it just seemed like every time we went to the Slauson, we will always meet somebody, but it would be somebody like, not like our husband or like, you know, our mans, but we always run into somebody where we had a crazy experience with. Y'all don't mind my nails too. I'm taking them off. But anyway, it'll be somebody we'll have like a weird little experience with, like a weird time with. It's just, I have another story too. But anyway, so we leaving out or whatever, and y'all know, well, if you don't know, the gate to go out right there on Slauson, like the exit right there, so right like by the door. So we walking out, we about to cross, and this boy stopped like his car in the middle, like the traffic light where people driving past, and he was like, hey, like, what's up? Can I talk to you? So he was talking to my sister. So I'm standing there, you know, off to the side though, not all in their business, whatever. And she like, hi, because, you know, he was cute or whatever. So we're going to get his boy name, and we're going to call him Chris because that was his name. And he wasn't my man's. And it's not that we even know or ever seen or heard from this man. Like, after this whole situation, she have not heard or seen from him, and it's been years. So, sorry, Chris, if you're watching this. But anyway, his name was Chris or whatever. So she ended up talking to him, and he looked cool, like he was cool, but he was in the car with somebody else, like with another guy. So he talking to her, he trying to talk to her. So the person that was in the car with him, he like leaning over and he like looking, he like, hi, like, what's your name? And I'm just like, hi, like, you know, because he was not my cup of tea. Like, Chris looked around our age, and oh boy, which was his brother, we gonna name him Rock because that's what that man was off of. We gonna name him, y'all. He looked way older. Like, he looked way older, and he just was not my cup of tea, like, at all. Like, at all. Not because he looked way older, but he wasn't for me. He wasn't for me. So anyway, so she talking to him, they exchange numbers or whatever, and we leave. So we get in the car, she was like, oh my girl, he was cute, like you should talk to him or whatever. And she like, girl, like, yeah, he was cute. He already hitting her up, talking about, I want to see you, I want to take you out, all this other stuff. So she like, I don't want to go like by myself, and he's the one who it was his idea for us to all link together. So he was like, what are y'all doing tonight? Tonight was just too close, so it was like maybe tomorrow. So he was like, okay, what y'all doing tomorrow? And y'all, my sister was visiting me around Valentine's Day because your girl ain't had a man, because this one, me and Enemy had broke up for a little bit of time or whatever. So this was the day before Valentine's Day. I remember this was February 13th, and she was like, so he was like, I'm gonna take you out tomorrow night. And she was like, okay, cool. So he was all like, hey, do your sister want to come too? Because my boy trying to talk to her. So I'm telling her, like, tell him to bring some, like, I don't mind going, but tell him to bring somebody else because I'm not trying to talk to that guy. Like, you know how sometimes you could take one for the team? I feel like you could take one for the team. So I feel like the take one for the team line actually comes in play. Like, if y'all already there hanging out with these people, like say we pull up to a spot and it's like my girl hanging out with him, and it's like, I'll take one for the team. I'll just, you know, communicate with him throughout the night. It's not like you gotta marry this dude, exchange numbers, nothing like that. But if we planning a link and I already seen it was a no, then it's like, no, let him know now in advance. Bring somebody else. Like, I can't say the other person won't be ugly too, but you know, at least I said bring somebody else. But anyway, so she like told him or whatever, like, he's a little bit too old for my sister, can you bring somebody else or whatever like that. So he like, yeah, that's cool, it's no problem, like, I got homies for days, like, I could bring somebody else. So she like, all right, cool. So it's the night of we were supposed to go out. So he's like, I could come pick y'all up. So his plans was for us to go to Hollywood or whatever, walk around, probably go to some bars, eat, whatever the case may be. So yeah, so it was the night of, and he was like, okay, I'm gonna pick y'all up, so y'all ain't gotta do too much driving and drinking and all this other stuff, so I'll pick y'all up. So my sister's like, how you feel about that? So I'm like, okay, like, it's cool, he could pick us up. So she gave him the address, we're getting ready or whatever, and again, she mentioned it again. So you're bringing someone else, right? Because my sister, you know, not trying to talk to your brother. So he like, yeah, don't worry about it, I'm bringing somebody else. So why I had told my sister, and I swear to God I said this, and to this day she still mentioned this and be laughing like, that's crazy, like, how did you know? And I be like, girl, how many times I gotta tell you I'm psychic? Like, I really be telling all my friends I'm psychic, because I be feeling like, I be saying some shit and then it happens or something like that. So anyway, I'm like, I bet you he gonna bring the same boy and he just gonna have a hat on and act like he don't know us. I literally said those same words, and she just laughing. She's just like, bitch, you're stupid, why the fuck would he bring the same? And he said he not, like, he not. She was like, but she laughing though. She like, he said he gonna bring somebody else. She's like, why would he have a hat on and act like he don't know us? I said, girl, watch, I'm telling you. I could just tell, because the way he was talking on the phone, it just seemed like whatever. But and that's exactly what he did, y'all. So it came to where he was outside. He hit us up, he was like, I'm outside, right? We go outside and we looking cute or whatever. Well, she looking cute, I'm looking whatever. She got on heels, because, you know, I'm like, this is really for her to get to know this guy. I'm just here for moral support, you know. So she looking cute, I'm looking cute too, but I ain't got no heels on. She had heels on, out of her fucking mind. If you watching this, Ebony, I'm sorry, but anyway, so she had on heels or whatever. And yeah, we go outside. So the guy, he standing outside his car already, but his car was like parked or whatever, like the house before mine, like, and he'd stand outside his car, and his car, like, it's people in the car. So we come outside, it's just us two, right? We come outside, and he like, okay, you looking cute. He gave her a hug or whatever. So she's like, okay, like, where's your friends? Why he ain't got the car? Why, next thing you know, somebody opens the passenger seat door, and it's the brother with a hat on, and said, hi, my name is Rock, how are you guys doing? What's your name? We looked at each other and started laughing. Like, we started dying laughing, and he thinking that we laughing because it's like, bro, we told you not to bring your brother, you bring him. But so he just like, no, my other homeboy's in the car too, like, my brother just had to come because, you know, I gotta watch him or whatever. Why you gotta watch your grown ass brother? This brother was older than him, so he like, I gotta watch him. So we looked at each other. So she like, oh, okay, like, yeah, that's cool, because, you know, my sister just, you know, like, too young for him. So he like, no, don't worry about it, sis, don't worry, my homeboy's in the car. His homeboy did not get out the car, so he like, he's in the car or whatever, right? I'm like, whew, whatever. So it's three of them, right? So it's three. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, at this point, it's not like I plan on talking to this guy or nothing. Like, I'm literally here for moral support. So we like, all right, so he like, y'all want to get in the car? It's too many people in the car. We gonna have to be sitting this close up in the car to each other. It's about to be, even though, yeah, the car fits 5, but I'm not trying to be squeezed up in your car. So I was all like, we could actually follow y'all there. Like, we could meet y'all there. I'm gonna just drive my car. So he was like, oh, you sure? I'm like, yeah, because I'm like, since it's 3 of y'all, I'm gonna ask my homegirl if she want to come. So he was like, all right, whatever. So I'm like, y'all could go because we got to pick her up anyway. Like, I'm just assuming she already gonna say yeah. But yeah, so they end up leaving. We get in the car. I said, bitch. And she was like, I'm so sorry. Like, but she's dying laughing. I said, girl, it's cool. Like, I'm still gonna come. I said, but why the fuck this nigga really come with a hat on, acting like he ain't never met us before? Like, that was really the part that got me. Like, how you come? He really hopped out that car with that hat on, was looking lost, like, hi, my name is Rock. What's your name? Nice to meet you. And I was just like, no, the fuck he didn't. But anyway, so yeah, Rock clearly didn't remember us, and it's why he didn't is because he was off that shit heavy. But anyway, so I called my homegirl, and like, I know y'all probably thinking like, why would you ask your homegirl to come if you didn't want Rock? Why you trying to hook her up with Rock? We was not doing no hooking up stuff. It's like, okay, at this point, like I said, my sister's gonna be with her little boo, and I'm gonna need to be with my homegirl, and we just duck off and be with ours together, because I'm not trying to talk to none of these people anyway. Like, you know, we just here for moral support. So I called my homegirl Reby, and I'm like, hey, like, we finna go to Hollywood with these weird niggas, y'all, like, you wanna come? And she was just like, yeah. She was always down. Like, we always was just ready to go anyway. Like, whenever any one of us called, it was like, come, let's go. So anyway, so we go get her. I'm telling her how weird they are. Like, you know, like, we already knew it was nothing like that. Like, we not trying to be on that type of timing with these niggas, because weird. So anyway, We finally get to Hollywood. Mind you, her little boy's blowing her phone up like, where y'all at, where y'all at? Like, we told you we picking somebody else up. Why are you blowing the phone up? So we finally end up parking or whatever, and we got out the car, and y'all, the other homeboy, we're gonna give him a name, and his name is gonna be Neck Braids because that's what he had. He gets out this car, oh boy, like, he was cool, mind you. So if you're watching this, I never seen none of these people ever again in life. If you're watching this, no shade to you, but he was dressed like it was 2002. Like, I don't know, maybe he was on his throwback shit, you know, like, I don't know what was going on. Maybe it was a throwback night. I don't know. It was February 13th. I don't know. I'm not in whatever club they was in, but he was dressed very much 2002. Like, he was finna, it was giving Chingy back in the day, like One Call Away. Like, he was very much baggy clothes. Like, he had on this big ass oversized shirt that was so big and these big ass basketball shorts. Like, I was just looking like, who gave him these clothes? Like, who gave these to him? But so I'm just looking like, who gave this man these clothes? Like, why do he have these big ass clothes on? So yeah, he got that on, and we ain't even gonna get on the shoes. And I'm just like, oh, I'm so happy I called my homegirl, because yeah, we really finna do our own thing. So Rock get out the car. This man, I don't know what happened from the time he stepped out the car at my house till he got to Hollywood, but he was off. Like, he was on one. Like, he was tripping heavy. Like, it was giving like we was, if you ever been to downtown LA, you know them crazy folks that be down there, it was giving we was hanging out with one of them. Like, he was really tripping. So anyway, we like, okay, where we finna go? So we walking there. Mind you, it was like, okay, Hollywood now, it be alright, like Hollywood, but it's okay or whatever. But back then they used to have a lot of clubs on Hollywood Boulevard and stuff like that. Like, it used to be more lit, like more little hookah, like it was just be more live or whatever. So it was like, we are really not trying to get caught seen with them, because I tell y'all, Chris was the only one dressed nice and looked decent. I don't understand where he found these people. Like, I really don't understand. So they walking or whatever, and me and my homegirls walking in front of them, like, and they walking like behind. So they like, let's go to Hooters. So we was like, all right. So we walk over to Hooters, right? When we get there, y'all, it was just, this whole night was just weird. We get to Hooters, it was this bald-headed man. He kind of reminded me of Neo. So we gonna just call him bald-headed man, because I don't got time for nobody asking Neo, because I swear to God, it be people that still comment on old pictures of mine asking me, is this Crazy or Joe? Is this toxic? No, it's not. I do not have no one on my page that I don't fuck with. Like, I don't understand how many times I have to say this. Stop DMing people asking them that. Stop commenting on my shit asking this dumb ass shit. Like, it's giving dumb. Like, I'm not trying to be mean or nothing like that, but it's just like, come on now, y'all bothering folks and asking them, hey, are you the person Symone talked about? Like, it's really like, it's really annoying, because it be starting unnecessary drama, because it be people I ain't talked to in years, but I still got old memories on my page because I like the picture, and y'all DM them asking them this, and they don't watch my videos, so they thinking like, oh, you on YouTube talking shit about me? And it be like, no, like, oh, it's just so annoying. Anyway, why did I say that? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, so I just want to make clear. So it was this bald-headed man up in there. He was up in there with a whole bunch of girls, like a whole bunch of girls. It was him and probably one other guy and probably like 15 girls, and they all was bad. Like, they all looked really pretty. They looked like models, like they was finna take pictures. Like, they all was beautiful. Like, the room was just giving like real just bomb. So they up in Hooters, and they just loud as hell, cheering and laughing and all that other stuff. So we walk in there, and they like cheering something like to the bald-headed man. I don't know, maybe they're celebrating something. And no offense towards bald-headed man, because it's some, y'all, you know, some bald-headed man be fine, but I'm just saying his head was shiny, and that's how I remember him. So they like cheering him like, hey. So Rock high ass go over there, and he's just like, oh, hey, my boy. And when he walked up to the guy like socked him in the face, but he didn't hit him really hard, but it just was weird. And so I'm like, what the hell? So then he started like putting him in a chokehold, and they just laughing. The girls are laughing, the bald-headed man is laughing, Chris and Neck Braids is laughing, and we standing there like, what the fuck? We so confused. So I'm like, do he know them? Like, y'all know this man? Like, y'all know him? And Chris is like, nah, we do not know him. He don't know that man. And I'm just thinking like, what the fuck is going on? But the bald-headed man is laughing, but he got him in a chokehold, and Rock is just like there, like, he's not really laughing, but he's there. And I'm just like, what the hell? So finally all that whole situation happened. We went and sat down. This shit was just weird, because they just laughing about it and stuff, and it was just like, I thought you was watching your brother. Why are you letting some random man sock him and put him in a chokehold? Like, why? I don't know why he walked up to them anyway. So I'm just like, you sure y'all didn't know each other? Like, that was very weird, and everybody was just laughing. Like, it was so weird. But we was laughing kind of too, but we was confused as hell. So we ended up going to the bathroom, and y'all, when I say we went to the bathroom, we talked shit, okay? We took some pictures, but when I look back on them now, the pictures is ugly, so no. So yeah, we was like talking shit, because we just like, what the fuck is going on with these weird niggas? So we already telling our sister to run down, like, okay, after we go to Hooters, because he wanted to walk up and down the boulevard, probably go get drinks or whatever, we're telling them like, we are going to be walking ahead of y'all. You know, y'all good. We just basically letting her know, like, you good. Like, don't feel like you gotta rush your night because we don't want to be with neck braids and rock, but you good. Like, we just not gonna walk too close to y'all because we still want to meet people too. Like, it was popping that night. Like, everybody was outside. So anyway, we come up in there, like, so we go back, we eat or whatever, and before we leave, the guy, he come over there, put Rock in the little chokehold, and another weird situation. So we end up leaving out. When we was leaving out, I don't know what them Hooter Wings done did to Rock, but he was tripping even more. Like, he's walking by, he's like doing this, like people walking by, he's trying to like touch them, he's laughing, he's doing the most, like he trying to catch people like this. He was just being so fucking weird, and we laughing at this point, like we're really laughing and like low-key recording him and taking pictures. And I know there's gonna be somebody in the comments like, well, y'all was doing that when this man was at his lowest. Like, it is not our fault. We did not tell that man to get high like that. Like, we didn't even know him, we didn't even tell him to come. Like, honestly, we did not want him to come. So him getting high like that and making him full of himself is not our fault. Like, I don't know, like, it's not like we posted anywhere, and even if we would have sent to the brother, maybe he needs to see that when he was sober so he could know, like, hey, I need to stop getting high. But we was dying laughing, like he was doing the dumbest shit, like rubbing on the, like, if we walking past like a little place or walls is right there, he rubbing on the walls, he like smiling, he just out of it, he's out of it. So we over here laughing, Neck Braids is laughing with us, and he just like, man, that nigga is crazy. And we like, what is wrong with him? Like, that nigga, man, he is crazy. So we just, while we're laughing and doing all of this, I don't know why Chris was getting irritated. Mind y'all, we're not saying nothing about the brother. They walking behind us, like, and we walking kind of up, like Rock got in front of us, and now me and Reby, we walking like kind of with Neck Braids. So my sister and Chris stayed in the back. So I don't know why Chris was feeling like he was getting annoyed or something. I don't know, maybe he was mad that we was laughing at his brother, but it's like, why'd you bring him? He said he had to watch him, but like, I'm confused. I'm pretty sure you don't bring this nigga everywhere with you. Like, no, you thought you was slick and you thought Rock was finna get a rock inside of me, and it was like that wasn't finna happen. I don't know, I'm just kidding. Probably he did think that, I don't know, but it's like, I had enough fair share of smokers in my lifetime, and I was not trying to spin the block with a new one. I'm just saying. So we standing off to the side or whatever. We end up crossing the street. He doing weird shit, running in the street, touching the ground. Like, he's just doing a whole lot of. So we end up crossing the street, and Chris, he was just annoyed, y'all. He was irritated at this point. So he told my sister, like, I just need to go grab something real quick. Like, I need to go grab something from the car. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. Like, can y'all watch my brother for me? Why the fuck would you leave him with us? Why would you leave Rock with us? So he left Rock and Neck Braids with us, and we standing on this side of the sidewalk, and even Neck Braids was standing on the same side of the sidewalk with us, but he was not too close to us because I guess he probably figured, like, sir, we are trying to meet men out here, like, move. So we standing directly across from Rock though. Like, he's standing towards like kind of the street way, but he's facing us. We facing each other. This nigga is out of it. He just standing there like this. Like, he's looking around and just staring and just like, I don't know what he was seeing. I don't know what he was off of, but he was seeing some shit because he was just like amazed. Like, oh my God. I know he wasn't amazed at all the people because it was being like, bro, what's your problem? And before anybody go in the comments and be like, he probably wasn't high, he probably had mental illness or whatever. And it's like, no, he didn't, because his brother ended up telling us that he hit that wet stick. Like, that nigga was off sherm, okay? So anyway, he left. So Chris leave us to babysit Rock, high ass. So he's still just doing stuff and like this. And I was telling my sister, we all just talking. We was like, that nigga do some shit or somebody else hit him, that's on him. We are not worried about it. Like, what are we gonna do? I'm not about to fight. Crackheads be strong as hell. I don't know what this man is off of. At this point, we don't know what he's high off of. We're not about to try to stop him from doing anything. He don't, again, remember, he has a hat on. He don't know us. He has a hat on. He don't know who we are. Maybe if his hat was off, he would remember, but so I really was standing there. I'm like, shit, Neck Braids ass better do something if he do something to somebody, because there's people walking by like, oh, like, what the fuck? Because he's like standing there looking amazed and like reaching out to people still, like trying to, I don't know what he was trying to touch. I don't know. So anyway, we standing there, we just talking or whatever, and we telling her like, yeah, he seemed cool. She was like, yeah, he seemed cool. She liked him and whatever, right? Until he came back. To this day, it's crazy because she still say this, and I be like, I don't know, maybe, but he came back. So he ended up coming back. Mind y'all, he left us with rock for a long time. I think he said he had to check on his car or something, which made no sense because we was parked in a lot. It's not like he had to put money in a meter. Like, I could have swore, yeah, he was parked in a lot. So I don't understand what he had to go check on his car for or whatever. Like, so my sister was like, when she really swerved down, she was like, I feel like he went to go, she think he went to go hit a line in a car. And I'm just like, what? Like, she was like, yes, like, she really think he went to the car to play with his nose. And even when we talk about it, she like, girl, he went to go get high. Like, I be like, because he did come back in a different mood. When I tell y'all, he was so annoyed with his brother, like, he would laugh at the shit, but he was irritated. But when he came back, he was in a whole different mood. Like, he was jolly now. He just like, okay, like, I'm ready. And mind y'all, they looked at like Bow Wow and Sierra together, not because he looked at like Bow Wow or not because she looked at like Sierra, but because she had her heels on and she was way taller than this man. Like, she was way taller than Chris with these heels on. So I don't know, it was really giving like you in my head. But anyway, so he come back and he just more excited, you know, looking up to her and letting her know like, I'm good now, babe. Like, you know, what y'all want to do now? Like, so we just like, it don't matter, like, you know. So we was like, all right, let's walk until we find something, because at this time we couldn't get in no bar. Like, they could have been, me and Reby, we was not 21 yet. We was gonna turn 21 that year, but we wasn't 21 yet. So we like, we gonna go, let's just walk around or whatever, right? So he get his little high ass brother or whatever. He walking, he's still being weird. He like, man, come on, man. He walking behind him like a dog, like a little puppy. You know, when you walk, the puppy follow. Like, he's just being calm now. He's being cool. And he was like, yeah, I had to go smoke a cigarette. That's what Chris said. Chris, you had to go smoke a cigarette? Come on now. You could have smoked a cigarette right here. It's like, we're outside. Like, we're literally, y'all been on Hollywood Boulevard, you know. We're outside. Like, why can't you smoke a cigarette right here? It's a lot of people probably smoking cigarettes walking up down the street, smoking blunt, smoking anything. I don't know, obviously. Drug of choice, whatever, no judgment zone. But yeah, so he said that. So that's why my sister really feel like that. She was like, because if he wants to smoke a cigarette, he could have just smoked it right here. Like, why is his story keep changing? Like, so I'm like, whatever. So we walk in and we end up crossing the street. But at this point, me and Reby like, let's ditch them. Like, we really was like, let's ditch them. And I think we were supposed to walk down to the strip club. Yep, we was gonna go to the strip club. So we walking way in front of them. Like, we way in front of them. Next thing you know, when we walk in, I think we went down by the strip club and we changed our mind. Was like, let's go somewhere else or whatever. So we walking back up the street. They behind us. We way in front of them. We run into some boy that Reby knew or whatever. So it was like, oh, what's up or whatever. Like, it was a whole bunch of them. Like, it was a whole, I don't know if they was celebrating somebody's birthday, but it was a lot of them. They was all big homeboyed out, right? So we ran into them or whatever. And yeah, this is when I seen fire. We made eye contact. So anyway, they in a group and they talk, she knew them or whatever, and they like, oh, what y'all doing? We was like, nothing, but we looking around because we like looking like, please don't walk up on us. So I'm kind of texting my sister like, y'all could keep going, we chilling right here with them, y'all just keep going, like, don't stop, for real. Because that was, I don't want them to stop, and then it looked like, what the fuck are y'all with? Like, not even who, but what are y'all with? Like, what is going on? So we talking to them or whatever, and they was telling us like, yeah, we finna go inside of Hollywood Hookah if y'all want to come in with us. Like, they got like a little area up in there or whatever. So they was like, yeah, y'all could come in with us, y'all could be with us. So we like, for real? And they was like, yeah, we could get y'all in, don't worry about y'all ID or whatever, like, y'all good. So we like, oh shit, like, we just in there or whatever. So me and Fire, we kind of making eye contact, and he asked me what was my name, and I'm just like, and I'm calling him Fire. I'm not gonna explain why I call him Fire, just because it would be too just like obvious or whatever, and I just don't, yeah. So so Fire, he like look at me and he was like, what's my name? And I'm like, Symone, like, anyway. So I'm just telling him or whatever, we talking, we like little small talking. So he like, y'all gonna come up in here? We like, yeah. Oh, I'm just texting my sister, like, so they not even up on us yet. Like, they not up on us at this point or whatever. So we end up going into Hollywood Hookah. I didn't even tell her we went in there. Like, we literally just zoomed up in there real quick because we didn't want them to come by. It's like, I didn't want Neck Brace to stop right there and be like, with his big ass clothes on, talk about, so what's up? What y'all doing now? Like, no offense, Neck Braids, like, you was cool, but no, because I don't want them to think like, oh, that's the type of niggas y'all be with. Like, you know, like, y'all with a crackhead. and a throwback. Like, I don't know. It just was like not giving. So we ended up going up in there, but she was cool with oh boy. Like, so before anybody in the comments be like, you left your sister for dead. You left your sister for dead. No, I did not leave her for dead, because she was cool with oh boy. Like, she did not mind. So I eventually texted her, because she was like, where y'all go? So I texted her like, we decided Hollywood Hookah. So she was like, okay, well, I'm still with him. Like, I guess neck braids took rock and they walk in, and then her and him, they like separate ways or whatever too. We inside of there, and I'm just like, oh my god. And my sister was trying to tell us like, come, y'all come get me so I can make an excuse to leave. I said, girl, just tell him that you gotta go. Come, like, just come, they gonna get you in. So she like, all right. So eventually my sister ended up coming. I could post the picture that we took. I'll post it right here. We had took that inside of there, y'all. I was sitting right next to Fire, and he was just like, it was just so amazing, y'all. Like, oh my god, you ever just find love at first sight, y'all? That's really just how it was. I don't know, but it didn't work out because I was too correct. Like, I wasn't crazy, but I kind of was like doing too much. It was like, I met you, I like you, I love you tomorrow. Like it really was like that. I think I ran that boy off. I swear I told him that, like, when it was like later in life and we was talking, he asked me how I've been, and I said like, did I scare you away? And he just was like laughing my ass off. You crazy. Like, he didn't confirm or deny, so he clearly meant yes. Like, I clearly scared him off, and we gonna talk about how I scared him off in the next y'all, because y'all gonna be like, Symone, what the fuck was wrong with you? And I don't know. And why did they encourage it? Like, you know, when you have friends that encourage your bullshit, it'd be like, why? So anyway, so my sister ended up coming inside the hookah lounge, and she's like, okay, like, he cute, like, you know, they pay for the hookah or whatever. So we all just chilling and vibing up in there. And yeah, so we up in there chilling, and I exchanged numbers with Fire or whatever. And mind y'all, at this point now it's Valentine's Day, because it's probably like midnight, 1 in the morning or whatever. So my sister, that's when she told us everything. Like, Chris told her his brother was off that wet, and yeah, that's why he was acting like that, and that's why he had to watch him. But my thing is, like, so every time this clearly your brother's drug of choice, do you watch him every time he get high? Like, what? I'm sorry, but sis, if you're watching this right now, I just want to say, if you start to get high, I'm not babysitting you. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not about to dedicate my life to babysitting somebody who chose to get high with theirs. What the fuck? Like, that's why my sister felt like that's why she swear up and down that Chris was on drugs too, but he was more of a functioning drug addict. Because she was like, it just don't make sense. And I'm like, when you kind of say it like that, it do sound right. Because y'all gonna say, why was you hanging out with your crackhead boyfriend? Was you on crack? No, I was not. But that's different. That was different. That was different. Anyway, so yeah, we exchanged numbers or whatever. And y'all, but when I'm wrapping the story up, so I'm gonna just tell y'all, like, so why when we was up in the hookah lounge, Fire was asking me like, what you doing today? Like, tomorrow, basically on Valentine's Day. And I'm just like, this is why more I was in love and I feel like we was getting married, because you just met me a few hours ago and you already trying to take me out on Valentine's Day. So I'm like, I ain't got no plans, like, I ain't got no man. And he was like, all right, well, if I could get us some reservations, like, we could go out to eat. Y'all, I was just like, this is my man. Like, you know, like, why would he do all of that if he didn't want me to do all of that? Like, I was so confused, you know. Y'all, I think that's the only time. Never mind, I'm not even gonna say that. But anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna get more into the story. I'm gonna leave it off here just because it really took off from the whole Valentine's Day, then it took off. So that would be the whole next story, y'all, because after the hookah lounge we did end up linking up with them, but that's where I'm gonna start the next story off at. So yeah, that's it for this story, you guys. That's how I met Fire. The whole night was just crazy, because and I know you're probably thinking like, being around another smoker, did it make you miss yours? And it's like, no, I didn't, because when I seen Fire, I said, this is what I need in my life. This is what I need in my life, you know. But it is what it is. And it's just funny because my sister, oh my god, when I get into that, y'all gonna be like, Symone, you was dumb as shit. Like, not dumb, it's not like he played me or nothing like that. I played myself, honestly. We all been there, no judgment. But anyway, that's the end of this story, you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on all my social medias listed down below. Don't forget to stop hitting up random folks asking them if they people from my story time, because they're not. Y'all not gonna find these people. When I tell y'all I don't deal with none of these people, we have no connections, they block me, I don't know how they're doing in life. They probably don't know how I'm doing in life, because I don't assume they checking for me, because I'm not checking for them. So it's like, out of sight, out of mind. These people are nowhere on my page. Y'all could search, well, not y'all, because everybody don't do that, but it's some people that do that. And I'd be like, and then there be people, they come from fake pages and stuff, and they'd be like, what's your point? But anyway, yeah, that's it for this story. Also, when y'all see this story, make sure y'all go over sometime, because this story is gonna be up. Today is July 13th, so this story will be up July 14th. Oh my god, wow, it's the same day, like 13, 14. Anyway, so this story will be up tomorrow, July 14th. By the time you guys see this video, no, it probably might not be up yet, but keep checking my IG story, because I want to do an updated Q&A. But I'm gonna, sorry, excuse me. I want to do an updated Q&A, but I want to do it with that anonymous link, so that, because I notice when I do post on my story, like send me questions for Q&A, some people be sending stuff from fake pages, I guess, because they don't want me to see it's them asking me this crazy ass shit. So I'm going to do, y'all know that anonymous link thing. I'm going to put that anonymous link thing in my bio, and then y'all can do it from there. Y'all can send it from me from there, so that y'all can ask me any questions y'all want to ask, because I want to see all the questions. I want to get down to the nitty gritty. And yeah, so make sure you go ahead and check my DMs, my IG story, so y'all can send me my questions, because I'm going to do that video sometimes next week. And I want all the juicy questions, like come through with the come through, okay? But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Description box below for the socials, and peace out.